I had never seen Doc McStuffins before. I am slightly older than the target audience, but I love animations and I love medical-based programs, so I thought it was about time that I checked it out, and I decided for no reason other than it looked appealing to watch Doc McStuffins The Doc is 10, which is a special from, I believe, 2022. It's directed by Alicia, and I don't know if this is typical of an average Doc McStuffins episode. Please feel free to tell me if it is or it isn't, but based purely on this, it's pretty impressive. There are a lot of health tips shared in this, and I think that is so invaluable because I hadn't expected that. I thought, or I guess I assumed, based on the poster art and things I'd seen, that the health tips would be directed at animal characters, and that might make it more difficult for children to relate to. But with this specifically, at least, again, I don't know if it's like this with every episode or special, we have some health tips shared with children, and I think that that's absolutely brilliant, and I will give some examples in a moment. The whole thing is about 20 minutes. And Doc McStuffins is having a party to be having the best birthday ever. And there's an element of interactivity here because they do a certain thing whenever anybody says best birthday ever. So children watching it can listen out for that, and it encourages comprehension. And I think that was a really, really great idea. The bulk of the special involves Doc McStuffins video calling with various different characters, mostly live-action videos with different children, and the children are involved in planning the party, but also they have some health conditions, and it opens up discussions about being healthy and staying safe, and I think that this is really brilliant, and something that obviously very much appealed to me as a fan of medical literature of any kind, and I found that to be so effective, and I will talk about that in a moment with a few specific examples. I think it mostly comprises, the animation in this is mostly from clips from earlier episodes. I did a bit of Googling with what was presented in this, and it does seem like they're taken from previous episodes, which is not a bad way to present a special like this. I thought that was quite a sweet idea. The animation is beautiful. It's very, very well animated. The character of Doc McStuffins is very likeable. She's a very likeable protagonist based purely on this special. Obviously, I didn't get a tremendous amount of time to get to know her, but based on this, I rather liked the character. And the editing with the animation and the live action works really well as well. And of course, there's an exciting element as they're building up to this best party ever, best birthday ever, which is obviously something that young viewers can get excited about. So it has a lot to offer. I think for the target audience, it is brilliant. For me, as a fan of animation and medical-based programs, it really appealed to me. The live action scenes I didn't personally care for very much, but absolutely I can see the value in them. So it's pretty great, it's pretty impressive. I would love to know if this is typical of Doc McStuffins or if it's a bit different because it's a special. Please feel free to share any information with me. I'm not in a hurry to watch any more Doc McStuffins, but maybe one day. It does seem like a really interesting topic of introducing children to various medical conditions and helping them learn about how to stay healthy and look after themselves. And this is a great way as well to make children who do have medical conditions feel like they're being heard or like they're not alone. And I will give an example of that. So there will be spoilers from now, as I just mentioned a few small things that I thought were pretty great. One of the children in the live action element has asthma, and Doc McStuffins tells him that he needs to slow down. And we then get a clip of when she helped this animal with breathing problems. And there's a really great song about what to do if you have breathing problems, which I thought was a really brilliant idea. And after Doc McStuffins explained this, the boy then realised the importance of resting and slowing down, and then he was able to recuperate, and then he could go and play and have fun again. And I thought that was great. We also have a lesson in how to bounce safely if you're using a bouncy house or a bouncy castle. So it's not just about medical conditions, but also about how to avoid getting hurt, which I thought was also a really great thing to include. There's a lot of variety in here, definitely a lot of variety, and I think that works really well. So I have to say I'm pretty impressed. It's never too early to encourage children to think about their health. It's never too early to let children know that they're not the only person with that medical condition if they do have a particular condition. And when you tell it with a fun story, obviously the birthday party is a great aspect, and some really beautiful animation. I have no complaints. I think I probably will actually watch some more Doc McStuffin at some point. If you can recommend anything, please feel free to do so. Maybe I'll just go to the beginning. I think there are some shorts on Disney Plus as well. I'm not sure how they fit in with the main series. I might have to do some digging, but either way, I'll probably visit it at some point. And for now, I am very happy with Doc McStuffin's The Doc Turns 10. I thought this was pretty decent.